PowerPoint number 9, Forms Control and Design. So in a paper-based record system, it's imperative that each facility designates a person who is responsible for control and design of all forms adapted for use in the patient record. So there should also be a forms committee. This is established to oversee the process and approve forms used in the record. Forms, they need to facilitate efficient use of the patient record. They want to make sure they ensure documentation collected on forms, that it compiles with accrediting, regulatory, and reimbursement organizations. Also, they want to enhance quality of documentation in the patient medical record. Streamline the forms approval process. So let's talk about forms design. How do we determine the purpose? So if we're looking at it, we want to outline the purpose. So if we're looking at ER, who's going to be using that ER form? And what is the use of it going to be? So we want to make sure that the information on that ER form or any form will not duplicate information that's already on another form. Keep the forms simple. The simpler the form design, the easier it will be to design and use. Include basic information. All forms should contain the title of the form number, the original date of the form, and if there was a revision date, and patient identification section. And then pre-printed information. A lot of times instruction for completion of the form should be actually printed on the form. Plan on spacing on the form. Consider the type, size, and margins of the form. So margins should be 3/8 of an inch all the way around, and the type size between 10 and 12 font. If handwritten information is going to be entered on the form, make sure that there's enough space that they can actually write in that area. Use color coding for various sections of the record. Considering using a different color border on forms for each discipline. So maybe OR, ER, or if you're talking for office outpatient, so maybe there's a medication form. Maybe there's an intake outtake, so anything there. Select a color of ink, and usually let's go with black. This will photocopy easily. Form design. Allow uniformity in size, content, and appearance. All headings on the various forms used should have a standard format. Be sure to standardize the size and appearance of individual forms. Consider paper requirements. Consider the weight and the quality of paper that you use. Prepare a draft of the form for review by the Forms Committee. You want to pilot the form for trial use, usually 30 days, on one nursing unit, and at that point, revisions can be made if necessary. And then consider adapting ready-to-use forms, which can be cheaper to purchase.